Hello, everybody. I am setting up. How is everyone? Hopefully, let me check on Nightbot real quick. Nightbot is awake. Cool. He's good to go. I'm using like a little black and brown. So how's everybody's day or night or whatever time it is where you are? Can't forget some floating medium. Need some grays. Light gray. Dark gray. Brown. Go shopping for more paint. I have 2 bark browns apparently. I still feel like that one's darker. There's like the skin tone browns. Really light ones. This way you don't have to see this camera shake while I'm getting paints ready. That's always a fun one. I feel like gotta get a good mix on them. Gonna be using a lot of different shades and tones of browns for this. A lot of background colors we're gonna be doing, so. Yes, the color I just squirted out. Alright. Just making sure. Give it a good old shake. That'll work for now. If I need more paint, I'll get more paint. Yeah. Alright. Alrighty. I know I said 8:30, but we're starting a little earlier. There we go. So we've got this one with the mermaid in the net. And the intricate like ropes and stuff. Or we have this one. This is still very intricate. It's got like the cuts and like the top of the table and stuff. And the bucket of fish. The cleaver, their tail. I think we might start with this one. Here we go. Why are you glued to the... Oh, paint. That's why. It's a good mid-tone gray by itself, so we'll just start with this. Good thing is you don't have to be super precise. With all this, it's kind of like painting your skin first. Don't have to be super precise with it. You just kind of want to get some color down. And then you can go back and clean it up later. And yes, I use gray primer, so painting it gray almost feels redundant at this point. But I think that way if any primer is showing through, it kind of gives it some layers of color. Which I think in the long run will be actually really nice. Back here must have not got any primer. That worries me. This may be a prep then, and we're gonna kind of do the same with the table. We're gonna make like a nice medium brown. I'm gonna make it a little darker than that. Oh wow. Too dark. Too much black too fast. It happens. I'm gonna lighten that up just a little bit more. Yeah, I think we'll start off with like a more almost kind of matching the floor. I swore I sprayed all this stuff with primer, but like I'm second guessing myself now. So we're gonna just slap on a coat of just in case primer. Pretty much is what this is. Really thin down, not the correct brown I want acrylic. For something for the acrylics that I want to stick to, just in case my butt did forget. I normally prime minis like as soon as I get them in, so that's why my brain is like, I'm pretty sure because I've had these for a while, so I'm pretty sure that I have primed these miniatures. However, we're just not gonna take a chance, and we're gonna just do some extra priming. And beautiful thing about this gray brown, if it gets on the floor, it's not gonna hurt nothing. Makes it look gross, which is fine. Supposed to be a fishing dock, right? Okay. Do the same steps with this baby. Got cat hair on it. It's making me if and if I prime these is because I know, as you can see, I had to kind of do some jimmy rigging with the super glue. So I don't know if I primed them or not. So we're gonna do my version of primer. Which is fine. I always suggest actually priming your miniatures, by the way. So don't do what I'm doing. Do what I say, not what I do type situation here. I know she got primed. No, she didn't. Actually, no, she didn't. Alright, so these might be some of the worst miniatures I paint on this channel because I forgot the primer. That is okay. Guess what? On this channel, we make mistakes, but we learn from them. I think I didn't prime these though because in my brain, sorry if it's not focused, in my brain I think I was gonna paint the hunters first. So I didn't think I would need to prime these yet. But I changed my mind and I chose these guys. That is okay. We'll just use acrylic paint as primer. No harm in it. since we're gonna do that, we need to... We're gonna kind of prime this. And a color I normally would not prime it in because it's like super light, but we're just gonna roll with it. I also don't like priming with acrylic paint because it hides all the detail. But gotta do what we have to do here. Actually, I'm gonna take a little water. Now that we have that covered, and just that way I don't lose any of my detail. Thin it out a bit to make it actually work like a primer. Little acrylic flow, prime the bucket. This is what happens, my friends, when you don't prime. So I'm gonna make sure the mermaid is primed. Yeah, well, guess what? I thought I was gonna do the huntress first, remember? You remember that, right? I thought I was gonna do the huntress first. So guess what I didn't do to these minis? And I can prove it. Primed. Hold on, I'll show you all the difference since I have it. Primed, not primed. So, instead of having a good primer, like all the rest of my miniatures, these are going to look a little jacked up because having to use acrylic paint as primer. Which, I mean, you can do. Like I said, it's not going to really hurt anything. It's just not the best primer in the world, and do as I say, not as I do. Please use actual primer. Because if you don't use actual primer, then you start running into problems like where stuff doesn't stick to their tails and stuff. So before I go to bed tonight, I will be priming that little mermaid in a bucket. That needs to definitely be done before I go to bed. Because like I said, that this can be done. It's no fun. Alright, go back to the first one. Start priming the mermaid tail here. Since I'm now really for certain that I did not prime these models. From now on, when I get models in, first thing I'm doing is priming them. That way I can never second guess myself ever again. Just prime them all. Not ever gonna let this happen again. Because these models will not stand the test of time like my other ones. But that's okay, that just means I get to repaint them sooner. Right, that's all that means. It just means you get to repaint them sooner. Although I like my models to stand the test of time and not have to be repainted. Cause, yeah. Okay. Well, since this is our primer coat anyway, add some more gray to this. As you can see, it now is sticking better. Because there's paint underneath of it. So repeat after me, children. Prime your models. And don't have an ADHD moment. But now the paint is actually sticking. It's not like reflecting itself or anything. It's actually sticking, as you can see. Because it's got something to hold on to now. Now, to fix the brown I was trying to make earlier. think my super deep brown went? Because I had like a super deep brown. Where did that go? The cats must have absconded with it. Because I had something darker than that bark brown. I know I did. I'm pretty sure I did. That elf skin color is pretty dark. I mean, I guess not. I think I just mixed it with a little bit of black. Oh, there it went. So I have a question. When I do this, if I can, would you like me to start doing this on Thursdays while I watch Critical Role? Or do you want me to just keep it? I mean, y'all probably wouldn't see Critical Role. I could maybe do it to where y'all see Critical Role. Do like a screen capture at the bottom. Let me paint. Or vice versa. I don't know. But I don't know. It's kind of up to y'all. We could do something like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'll fix it later. This is still a little wet, so it doesn't have like this stick power. But it's still sticking. Better than it was earlier. So I'll take it. It's a beat up table too, so I mean, if it's not looking amazing, to me it like doesn't have to look great. Most of these sit on my desk. So the other thing we could do, I could talk to one of my other streamer buddies, because they were talking about a service where I can actually auction off my miniatures. If y'all would like that as a community, I can do that. Where we kind of make a miniature together, or maybe just auction off some of my old miniatures or whatever. I mean, I am trying to DM, so I would like to keep some of these obviously as set pieces, but if y'all want some of them, That is perfectly fine as well. Could auction off the miniatures I paint. Perfectly fine with that. You can even, like, if you want, I'll put them in a setting for you and stuff. Obviously that would be a little bit of extra cost because I'd have to go out and kind of get the setting and stuff like that, but you could kind of discuss it and figure it out. That is still way too wet for me to paint. I'm doing it anyway! Yeah, that's like way too wet for me to paint. It's okay though. If you like gaming, come check us out on Caffeine tomorrow. I think we'll be playing the new season of Apex. We also game on Twitch. We also probably start miniature painting on Twitch again. I just need more miniatures, and I told myself when I got back into miniature painting, or like when I picked streaming back up, I was gonna move my miniature painting to YouTube live. So, but if I can get some more miniatures, then we will go ahead and kind of do some painting. Over there again. Alrighty. Did it all just like run down the pole? Doesn't even look like any of it's stuck. That's okay. This will. I mean, it could just be because it's like the perfect like shade of gray brown, but I don't think that's it because this is not sticking to certain parts of this pole, so I have a very large hunch that it did not stick very well the first time. That is okay. If it did not stick very well the first time, it's gonna stick now. It's gonna stick now. First one was just a trial run. It's gonna stick now. I should be calling these sirens or mermaids. I think they're more sirens because they're more like spiky and like evil looking. They don't have like thin fins. But then again, my idea of mermaids, they really don't have thin fins. They are more spiky because if they really were mermaids, they would have to live in cold waters and have like defenses like spiky fins and stuff to even fathom surviving. So like, I don't know. My title may be clickbait. Who knows? This is definitely gripping better. For certain. And if a little of the brown mixes in, that's fine. Like I said, it just make it look a little more dingy. Which, I mean, it's a fishing dock. I want to get the other little miniature I found that looks like he belongs with this set. It looks like a seller, like an actual like fishmonger selling like the tails. So he looks a little shady. Smooth surfaces are going to be the hardest to get it to stick, which is fine. Okay. Sorry, trying to clean up paintbrushes. If y'all want me to start making more content for this channel, what are y'all looking for? I can go through like my Etsy and we can look at sellers, because that's normally where I get my miniatures like this. Like every miniature you see so far has been from Etsy. I can, like, what other content do you want on this channel? Like, besides just miniature painting, what other content would y'all like to see? I know I have gaming on here. We could do that, but I'm thinking about making another channel for gaming because I do want this to be like mainly miniature content. So we may just make another channel for gaming. So keep an eye out for that. moment. I have to get another brush.
Alright.
I get something I could dry brush with. So we can start dry brushing that concrete. Got wet. That's okay. Luckily we have a lighter color coming, so... Okay, I think we're gonna stop just because it's peeling up paint. So that means paint's not dry underneath. One downfall of not having primer, I can't work as fast as I normally do. Okay, so... Trying to clean the brush up because I'm trying to make colors. Eventually, I will have actual miniature paints. Eventually. Like, to know I can do this with, like, regular paints, that's cool. But I will eventually have normal miniature paints. Some people are probably asking, what's holding you back? Nothing. I just need a new job. Or you can come check me out on Caffeine, because we are trying to make partner there. It is a cool thing. There is no delay. We do gaming there, like I was saying earlier. All different types of games. But you're more than welcome to check it out. I think we're going to be getting our base colors down. And then probably going to sorry guys, I'm just trying to see this in a bunch of different lights. It's probably a bit too large of a brush to be doing the buckets, but I figured I'd be dry brushing. That's okay. Luckily, all this is just base coloring. Chat's still working for y'all? Just want to make sure everything is still functioning. I don't think I'm gonna worry about any rope or anything. actually gonna take some of this and make a shadow. Dry it out real good because that's already like extremely wet. We're switching to a really dry brush here. And we're gonna use that to make a semi-shadow. Just when we come back to paint it, we know where the shadow is going. We might have to move to the hunter, as much as that was not in my plan. But without the primer and everything, that's at least not for the night. As much as, you know. Because we haven't even been we've been going an hour without primer. That's pretty far to have gotten. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a little black. I'm gonna prime the fish in black. I never like prime in black. I always use gray because I'm never sure what colors I want to use and I don't want them to be too dark starting off. But I kind of already know what I'm doing for the fish and what I'm doing for the mermaid, so we will go ahead, even though they're semi-primed already. I want to prime them in black. Okay, same with the mermaid tail. Even if it's not like perfectly primed per se in black, I do want to cover maybe like that. And we're gonna do the same like the tips of her tail here. Kind of like reverse dry brushing, maybe, what you could call this. You're still dry brushing, but normally dry brush highlights. That is not what I'm doing here. Definitely not what I'm doing here. However, when we come back to this project, you will see why I'm doing this. Ropes are gonna kind of get it, but that's okay. Basically, I'm taking everything because this one's still kind of alive. So we're gonna say that the black would be further down. definitely on those spikes. Doing my best to like reach it in there, but maybe it just goes up the back of her tail. Maybe every mermaid slash siren is different. Tail's like a fingerprint. And so like the other one is it's more on her, like near her stomach and stuff, and this one a little different. More on her spikes. Over tail. Yeah, like that. Can't wait to show you while we're doing this. It's gonna be so much fun. Yeah, her hand's linked right there. So I'll have to kind of re-prime that with the weight. That's okay. Okay. Yeah, everything is a little tacky. We may have to move to the Huntress. Even though that was not on my thumbnail. May have to move to the Huntress. I think we'll also try our hand at non-metallic metallics next time. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to say the least. One reason I'm saying move to the hundreds is A, she's primed. I know she's primed, and you'll be able to see the difference. I think that's what we'll do. So you can see the difference. Actually, you know what we'll do? I know what we'll do. And I know the person in chat will be very excited about this. I don't know if he's paying attention, but, you know, person in chat, and one of the people in chat anyway, I know will be very excited about this. We'll do him. We'll work on him. This is a little side project I've been doing. There's really no videos or anything I can upload for this one because I've just been doing side project, sole side project for my other half leader who is in the chat. Which, speaking of in the chat, he is now a mod in the chat. It's been a little side project that I've been working on nights where I feel like painting but don't feel like streaming it. I don't even know if he's paying attention or not, but that matches the hair color, I think. Makes a good base hair color. And I know this is primed. Before I started this project, and as you can see, the paint sticks a little easier because there's primer underneath. This is super thinned out paint, so not doing that on purpose. I mean, I'm doing that on purpose because this model is very important, so I'd rather work thinner layers. Those background pieces, the thicker layers, normally best. So at least you can get your base colors on. I went from mermaids to all different types of miniatures. Tiny work. And yes, his eyes are like a glowy green, if you're wondering. If you're wondering about Hero Forge minis, this is a Hero Forge miniature. I need some more green in this piece to like break it up. I should have probably done this green along with some of the other like globules, but too late now. I know my friend Vargas here wants me, I think, to make him one, because we call him a loot goblin all the time. I'll need to put in an order for his customized one. Sorry, I didn't have the cam adjusted for this model, so it's gonna look a little extra grainy and not very pleasing to the eye because I didn't have the cam set up for it. Go ahead and color block that out and go back in later, like highlight it and stuff. This miniature has a lot of glow in the dark and UV paint on it, if you're wondering, as well as like color shift paint, which is how I got that nice silk effect. Anywhere you see like that super shiny effect, like its hood especially, you can see it. It's color shift paint. Makes it just look like silk or like really nice satin or something. Bad. It's for his scroll. Babe. Maybe he's not in chat. Maybe he's not paying attention. That's okay. I'll just ask him later. I'm trying to get a good color for this scroll. I think that'll be fine. No. You come off. And see, I can do stuff like that because this model has had plenty of time to dry. So the coats of paint underneath are not as easily affected by other paint. I think that looks good for a scroll. A little side pouch. Those pages glow in the dark. Or is it under UV? Forget if they're UV reactive or if they glow in the dark. Hold on. I can test it. Thanks to Crazy Aaron's putty. I think it's UV reactive. I think my black light is dying. I need a new black light or new UV light. Yeah, I'll have to get a new UV light to show you. That's okay. But a lot of like these are like black light and UV reactive. They glow in the dark. And or glow in the dark as well. So as long as you charge them up, they'll glow. Leader. Leader. It's like really watery paint right now. I don't want that. I wonder if he'll notice what model I'm doing. Really need. I don't want to lose my deep colors. A little bit of this. Just the original color we had. And tuck it like right by. When it frays like that, I'm okay with that. Just because, like, it makes it look more natural. Here we go. I'm not trying to have it look like one glob. I think it'll look better as it dries. to do the armor. But I don't have the colors out to do the armor. So, let's see. What we want to do instead. Alright, let's see. Doesn't have to look amazing. I'm assuming since he's a dwarf, that's what's written in these books. Would be runes of some sort. So, like really tiny. Not tiny enough. If you're wondering what this character is, if Leader was up, he could tell you. It is a dwarven necromancer. Okay, I think we'll take this one that's messed up with glue. Do I have any other like super skinny pointy ones? This one. This one. That one looks kind of frayed, to be honest. Alright, let's try this again. I can't even actually really read that shape very well. I feel like I'm just ruining it. I tried. He'll either like it or he won't. And if he doesn't, I'll just paint over it again. It's gonna be hard to cover up black, but he'll either like it or he won't. Actually, we'll just take this. We'll just take this. And globule, globule. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm putting a wash on the egg. Using some of the stuff we already had mixed up. They're really thin stuff. Letting it set for a minute. And then, I didn't even need that. Help me. I'm gonna take another brush real quick that's dry, and wherever it wishes to stick, like in crevices, it will stick. I'm just mad because I don't think it worked very well right around where I wanted it to, which is right back here. Let it sit a little longer, and then absorb it right on up. That way you can kind of see what's on the egg. Just a little more definition to that egg now. There, we can work on book. Your book. There we go. And you'll be like, well, what's the point of the wash then? You'll see. I'm gonna add more. in certain areas. Try and pick it up on the brush. For this, it's to make it really look old. Also, just sit behind that metal. And its hand can help with shadowing on small things like this. There we go. I just don't know what color to do a shirt and stuff, but we can figure that out later. That's like a super precise deep shadow. So now, you just come in here and go. If I can get it to pull anything out. There it goes. You have to deal with really runny highlights and stuff because your wet palette is a little too wet. So like you're overcorrecting with the big dark lowlights. And just everything's becoming all messy. It's almost time to stop painting for tonight. I think that's good. Yeah, got some definition in the beard now. I don't know what to do with the top though. The top is throwing me off still. But figure that one out later. And the shoes. The shoes are throwing me off still. And no, I'm not priming them because this model's already primed. I'm literally just like painting them. with their beginning color. Alright. Well, I think this is where I'm going to stop. For the night. And this is where I'm stopping. I'll have to really clean it up really good later. But yeah, I think this is as good of a place as I need to stop. We had a good stream. Thank you for joining me. And until next time, bye-bye.